How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. How was your first day at camp?
It was good. I'm not mad at it. It was great to be out here. I've never been to Costa Mesa before. It's beautiful weather. They got us in a nice hotel. It's a blessing.
It's pretty much perfect weather for training camp, right?
Exactly. Yeah. In the beginning, it was a little humid, but the sun came out. It's beautiful out here.
How did you get settled into your hotel? Who are you rooming with?
Well, my roommate is Anthony Frias, one of the running backs, and the room is really nice, actually. I mean, we have connecting doors, so it's cool. We can talk to some of our other teammates. Yeah.
Who are on the other side of the door?
It's Ben Perry and Troy Lieber.
So did you know any of those three that well before this, and how much do you think it'll help kind of get to know them over the course of these 16 days?
Yeah, I think the coaches have done a great job of making the running backs and the linebackers, or linebackers, tight ends, or just everybody on the team kind of have to come together, and we all work out together. So I've definitely known them. Yeah.
Was last night mostly just kind of getting settled in, or were you guys able to do any kind of event or bonding experience?
Yeah, it was really just meetings and then just unpacking all of our stuff.
How eager and excited are you to finally get going after all the, kind of player practices and working out and stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel like the word I would use is ecstatic. It's been a long time since spring ball, and we put in all that work during summer workouts, summer running, the PRPs especially, like to be able to do this right now, and we had a great day one.
Where are you at with your familiarity with the defense, your understanding of it now with full spring under your belt?
Yeah, I'm definitely still becoming more comfortable as days go by, but I definitely do feel more confident in the defense making plays and calls and stuff like that. But definitely being able to lean on people like J9 and John just asking questions, and when we're all out there, I feel really good.
Are you playing both Mike and Will?
No, I'm just playing Mike, yeah.
How did the energy today compare to what you experienced in the spring, especially knowing, you're now a month away from your first game?
I feel like everybody was a little more locked in. We know that we only have 31 more days until we play Utah. I feel like everybody's really focused on the task at hand.
Coach talked about really good depth on this team. How would you kind of assess it, linebacker, starters, or guys who think they're going to be starters versus, guys pushing them?
Yeah, I definitely feel like anybody in our room could play at any time. And I think Coach White does a great job of forcing all of us to play together during practice so that we are able to play with somebody who may not have been getting as much reps. But even during spring ball, we all were pretty much getting the same amount of reps.
How did Nico look today going against him? How was he?
Yeah, no, he's a great quarterback. It's great to have him on the team, and as fall camp keeps going, he's going to keep on getting better. But he looked really good today.
How does Javian look at running back going against him?
I actually played him last year when I was at Oregon State at Cal. He made a lateral toss and they scored a touchdown to the quarterback. It was crazy, but it's great to have him on the team.
When it comes to a guy like John, an older guy on the team, is he someone that's kind of taking you under his wing, and who are some of the leaders on the team that have kind of maybe helped you settle in a little bit?
I would definitely say Nico, even though he's new, John, Ciale, Gary, Garrett, Devin. I mean the whole team. I can keep naming more people, but I just feel like I'll give credit to the coaches. Like they did a great job in making sure that all the newcomers, freshmen, like we all were hanging out during our off time, so that the leaders especially were able to create these bonds with the new people, and we see it on the field.
You mentioned Nico, even though he's new, and when we were talking to Deshaun earlier, he mentioned he has a presence about him. As a teammate, what is that presence that he has, that he carries himself with?
I think just confidence. Like you could tell that he knows that he's good, and he's about his business. I feel like it's as simple as that.
You guys get your, I think your revenue share payments start later this week. How excited are you to get that?
I think everybody's excited. It's great that the settlement went through, and everybody can start getting paid.
Do you guys talk about that amongst yourselves, like who's getting what? And
no, we try not to. Obviously, I mean, people know how much certain people are getting, but at the end of the day, we all came here for one reason, and that's to play football. And the extra money or whatever we get is just extra. It's not making anybody play harder or do anything like that, because at the end of the day, like Coach Foster, I said yesterday, like we still have to line it up. Like we could talk about how much money somebody's getting, but at the end of the day, like we still all have to perform.
Do you have NIL deals in the works on top of that right now?
Yeah, we basically all do, and we're working with the company to be able to do that type of stuff.
How delicate is that? Just, you kind of mentioned it doesn't really get brought up, but how delicate is that to make sure it doesn't seep into, the chemistry and the culture you guys are trying to create in that locker room?
Yeah, it definitely can expose a team or bring up a team. It really just depends on the people you have on the roster. But I think the coaches did a great job. Again, I mean, I'm going to keep giving them their flowers, but I think they've done a great job of bringing in the right type of character and people who want to play football and excited to play in California in the Rose Bowl.
We were kind of earlier, and it's more than half the team that are newcomers, whether it's transfers, freshmen, you're one of them. So a camp like this, staying in a hotel, being bussed in to practice, how does that kind of build culture early in the season like this?
I think it makes us build brotherhood. That was something that we had talked yesterday in our team meeting. Like, we're forced to do it. You're staying with some people that you may have never talked to before. And, summer workouts and PRP, this is a little harder because everybody new is trying to learn, and people who have been here are trying to teach. So you don't really get the same type of encounters. But especially right now, like, we have team bonding stuff that we're going to keep on doing. But it kind of forces us to be close. And this is the first time I've ever been off-site for fall camp, but I'm excited for it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
To
How's
see you
it going?
guys.
Yeah, how you doing?
Appreciate you guys coming down. This is
Thank
awesome.
you. How was your first day?
It was awesome. Yeah, Costa Mesa is great. Great weather. I mean, I'm a Southern California guy, so being right by the beach is real nice. It's not Westwood, California, but it'll do. So
Who's your roommate?
roommate is Croy Stewart. Yeah, we came in the same recruiting class. Guy's got wheels, so hopefully he can give me a little bit of speed and we can make some crazy plays this year. But he's a great guy. Super humble, down to earth, nice and quiet. Went to bed early last night, so no issues for me. So.
Did you know much before this?
About who was going to be my roommate?
No, I mean, just do you know much about Croy? Did you know him well?
No,
this?
I mean, honestly not. No, so it'll be, I think, a great opportunity to spend 2.5 weeks with a guy you don't really know, right? Like, keep pretty close tabs on the tight ends and some of the other guys on the team, but being able to branch out, I think it's really cool that they do this, and this is now getting an opportunity to meet other guys on the team and branch out and make those lifelong connections, and something that we all need to get better at, not just myself, but I know a lot of guys back there agree, so it'll be great. I think there's a lot of talented guys and special people on this team. UCLA is a special place. You get a special type of person there, so it's awesome.
How was Hudson today? Was he full go? How did he look out there?
Hudson looked great. It's been a long journey. I think we talked about that in the spring briefly. You guys asked me about him, and he's a great friend, great guy, great teammate. He's the type of guy you tell him to do something, he'll do whatever, selfless and whatever it takes. So looking forward to this season and what he has to add, and yeah, it'll be great. It's
You
awesome.
guys are integrating Jake into that room as well.
Yeah,
What's been that so far?
Jake just got here not too long ago. With the quarter system, it's a little bit different getting the transfers in. So he's been here in the summer and just getting them up to speed, and it's time to compete, right? That room is, I feel like we got a lot of great talent in that room, and there's it only drives competition for everyone. So I think he adds a great understanding to the game of football as well. I think he's a fifth year guy as well. So yeah, it's good. He's a really great guy. Can't say enough good things about him.
Go ahead.
Going back to Hudson for a bit, did he do anything beyond individual drills? And
I really couldn't tell you. Kind of when I get into practice mode or game mode, whatever it is, I'm just locked in. Whatever Coach Jerry Neuheis was telling me to do, if Coach Sinceri's yelling at me or Coach Foster, whatever that might be. So, not gonna sit here and say that I'm not worrying about other people, but kind of just get locked in and you're just flowing and playing the game and worrying about the next. What's the next call? Where do I line up next, and how do I execute at a high level? So.
Did you catch any balls from Nico today?
Yeah.
How did he look?
Nico's great. Obviously. I don't think last time I talked to the media in the spring, all this kind of had went down. But, I can't say enough good things about Nico as well, right? Super talented guy, Southern California guy. Been able to get to know him a little bit more. And, he's, again, another guy. Can't say enough good things about UCLA. Drives competition. UCLA brings a special type of person in. And so, he's great. And he's going to be able to lead this offense and take places and, take us places to where we need to go.
Is there anything about the way he throws the ball that maybe stands out?
He slings it. No, it's a nice firm spiral, man, and the guy doesn't miss. So he's great. Again, literally can't say enough great things about him.
You took a lot more reps in the spring than you had been. How much do you think that aided your development to just get so many first string, second string reps? In that
No, a
spring?
ton. I mean, obviously 2024 season, able to get my feet wet and play behind Mo and with Bryce, and that was great. Obviously, those two are going to do great things in the NFL. Mo getting drafted and Bryce being with the Panthers right now, like that was such an awesome experience, and I can't thank Coach Jerry Newhousel enough to be able to trust me and to be able to throw me in there and be able to let me play, and being able to have him my second year now, being tight end coach, it's great. He's so smart. Honestly, has taught me so much more about football and reading defenses, and so much more about the game and understanding to where it kind of just happens and you're just playing, you're not thinking too much, and just getting out there, playing full speed, making plays. So yeah, spring ball is great. That's kind of where you try and prove to these coaches, and obviously having another new offensive staff, you got to prove it, right? You got to prove that you can play and be reliable. So I think spring ball is amazing. Honestly, if I was a freshman, I would have early enrolled and been able to do spring ball again, but we don't get to do it again. But yeah, I mean, just year 4, been here a while, kind of seen the people in front of me know what it takes, and so it was awesome, and looking forward to a great year.
How would you describe the offense, Coach Sunseri's offense? How would you describe it?
One word: elusive. I'm not going to get into too much scheme, but we got a lot of, like I said, we got a lot of playmakers on this team, and I think we'll surprise people this year and be able to make a splash in the Big Ten, and but that all starts now. That all starts here. That's why we're down here, getting us off campus, no distractions, being with the team, building a brotherhood. It's again, I'm so excited. I've been talking about it all week, trying to get the tight ends rolling, man. I'm trying to bring that juice, but.
Garrett had said the bus ride should be about 4 minutes. Was he on target? Is it about a 4-minute
DeGiorgio?
ride? Yeah.
Giorgio's a smart guy. It was about 8, so double. No, 4. We're real close. It's
okay.
It's hassle free. They got us in a great hotel. This is awesome. These fields and the weight room they set up for us. I think it's really cool and really special, and definitely a fall camp that I won't forget. And they kind of mentioned it, like it kind of feels like we're pros without all the extracurricular fans and media being there the whole time. But it really does. I mean, right here, this is where the Chargers practiced years ago. So this is, again, really special.
Isaiah mentioned that there's like the hotel rooms kind of have doors that go in between them. Who's
Yeah.
in that room to your thing?
So I actually don't have a conjoining room, but so I'm 417, whatever my room is. 418 is Hudson and Key Lawrence. So that's a duo. I'm sure you guys have talked to Key. He's a ball of energy. So they got a conjoining room with Oso and Noah Flores. So hung out in there a little bit. They have some good times. I can hear them laughing and stuff. I'm a little jealous, but it's all good. Now we're again
get to sleep early.
Yeah, get to sleep early. We're getting to sleep early. The lights out.
Speaking of being pros, you guys are getting paid rev
Sure,
share now.
sure.
How excited are you about that?
Yeah, I mean, revenue share is great. It opens a lot of great doors, avenues, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this is football, right? We're coming here to play football, and this is what it is. It's our career now, and sure, you mentioned that getting paid, but football is football, and can't cheat the grind, and it'll see where this goes. But I don't know all the logistics of everything, and I just do what I'm told and lace them up and get on the grass. So.
What was your priority in off-season strength and conditioning? It looked like the tight end room maybe generally trying to get quicker.
Yeah, no, definitely. Trying to get quicker, twitch, first 2 steps, right? We're a little bit bigger and going against safeties who are going to be a little bit faster than a tight end, but we have a great combination of size, speed, and being able to use our bodies as well. But quickness is, this game is about speed. Who's fastest, point A to point B, under control as well. So Coach Tesso has done a great job. Coach Miller is a great staff. So it's been a great off season with them, and now it's time to put the pads on and go play.
Coach Foster said he's kind of found in himself just being more comfortable in the second year. Is there anything that you've kind of noticed from him being more comfortable? Year 1 to 2.
Definitely. I think that all started at Big Ten Media Day, right? Making the little jokes we're all watching. But he's great. He's a leader of men, and been in our shoes, been a player, been the running backs coach when I was a freshman. Then we had the whole transition of him leaving and then getting hired. So, he's great. Again, I can't thank him enough as well he's the head guy. So he's trusting in me last season to be able to make plays, and hopefully this season as well. And But no, he's done a great job.
Is there anything about the logistics of how everything's set up here at the field that maybe took some time to get used to compared to your familiar surroundings on campus?
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you're in Westwood, everything's right there. Facility, field, training table, whatever that might be. But it's not too bad to adjust. We're only, again, 8 minutes, not 4, whatever, from the hotel, and you got to adjust. The game of football is about adjusting as well. Things are going to go wrong. There's going to be times where you are expecting the offense to go down and have a great 4-minute drive, but might be a fumble. You're back on the field, whatever that might be. So I think it kind of stays on cue with this sport, and there's no issues at all, I think, at least from my opinion.